Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going over the new top team for the Orson Dream Realm boss. We have a replay from Hardy where he has hit over 94 billion damage with this team, which is the highest score I've seen as of today. Now it is using the same formation we shared for the Shakir team in the earlier video we uploaded. However, it's using the Greatsword spell instead of the Verdant spell. And the reason for that is just because of the base stats. The 22% attack compared to 16% of Verdant spell. This is going to ramp up your HP per second damage dealer's damage output by more than Verdant spell, and so it's just going to be the better choice. You don't even, the effect activation I think doesn't really even trigger in the fight. It is just for that raw base attack you're getting. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the formation over here, and then we're going to take a look at the replay. So here we have it, main Fresto in front of the Shakir illusion in the corner, Smokey off to the side, Ludovic here, and Elsa behind the Ludovic to gain the value of those attack charms. It is a very effective team, and there is going to be RNG involved in it. As you can tell from Hardy's replay, he had some bad RNG runs, but when things go well, then they go really well, and it set a new record by a big margin. So we're going to take a look at this replay and see the team in action and how it does so well. Okay, and you might be thinking, well, what happened to Harak? Harak was always the best in Orson, and now Shakir is just going to be an upgrade to him, because look at the positioning of the team here. When Shakir can buff up all of the allies on your team, especially key heroes like Ludovic and Smokey, with the Mystic Charms from this season giving him the bonus skill power to increase the value of his attack buff, it is just unmatched. The amount of attack buff he provides to your team is just through the roof, and no one can compete with him, not Sonya, not anything. And that is also why Sonya is not in this overall top team. However, the Harak teams and Sonya teams are still great options, and the Sonya team is really cool because it doesn't rely on you having Harak or even Shakir maybe if you don't have that plus 10 exclusive equipment. But Shakir is just really dominant this season. He's really important to get those mystic magic charms for, which give him the skill power. And that should be a priority for your account. Yeah, look at the triggering of the Quick Blades spell. I don't think it's going to activate even one time. Or sorry, not Quick Blade, Greatsword spell. Quick Blade was from the previous season. Okay, and Elsa is going to reduce the Fury stacks of the boss. I mean, the thing is, a lot of the damage is just going to be from HP per second damage, and then the Fury of the boss will not actually reduce that damage. So but reducing the Fury stacks will increase Shakir's damage, it will increase Elsa's damage herself, and it will increase like Fresto's other forms of damage, like his ultimate and his normal attacks. The other thing about Greatsword spell is that it will give Shakir faster attack speed. That will give him more energy generation. And like, look at him. He's not needing to recast his ultimate for the whole fight. But that is also because of the Crimson Contract of Fresto onto the Shakir. That is really important. That bonus energy generation basically means that Shakir is just permanently going to be in the wolf form, buffing up your allies. And also, he's permanently attacking the boss, which is really cool. Like, he is unaffected when he's in his wolf form, so the boss knockup attack is not going to have any effect onto him. Okay, now with the Verdant spell, the top record I've seen for today was from my guildmate Splash, who got basically almost 93 billion damage with Verdant spell, but Harty got 94.2 or so billion. That's why I say the Greatsword spell, on average, can get like a 1 to 2 billion jump compared to the Verdant spell, but maybe it could be more depending on like level of investment, because both Splash and Hardy, they have maxed out heroes in every way, like Paragon 4 plus 20 exclusive equipment or 25 on everything. Okay, but this is an amazing score. 94.5 billion. Absolutely insane. And it is really all thanks to the Shakir. And Shakir's damage output, not bad. Elsa, kind of not, yeah, pretty good. But the other two, or the other three, just a massive HP per second damage. Okay, now what we're going to take a look at is we're going to take a look at the Verdant spell team that Splash ran. Unfortunately, he ran out of attack tries, so he was not able to do it with the Greatsword spell. But let's see what he has over here. So it's exactly the same team, and everything is going to be the same, but I just want to like pay attention, like what are there going to be any differences? So the reason Verdant spell is considered good for this team, first of all, it gives energy generation each time, 40 energy each time you trigger the effect to all allies, number one. Number two, it will give class-based buffs. Haste to Ludovic, which will increase the frequency of his skill 1 casting, which is his HP per second damage, slightly. But the thing is, haste has diminishing returns, and in this team you have Shakir buffing haste, Smokey buffing haste, and base haste of Ludovic, that this bonus haste on top of it from the Verdant spell activation, it's not that big of a deal. Not increasing the damage by that much. And Verdant spell on its own will give 16% attack, 16.2 compared to 22% of Greatsword spell. But the raw attack from Greatsword is just going to be better. Other than that, it gives the Verdant spell gives penetration to Shakir, which is kind of fine. Shakir is able to fully maintain the duration of his ultimate, and that is also why it was a really good. This was a good team, and Elsa ends up doing more in this team. Probably also because the Verdant spell gives more energy recovery to the mages, so Elsa can cast her ultimate more frequently. But now with Shakir, the optimal team is Greatsword spell, a slightly better version of the team. Now, for example, if you want to take a look at what you can expect from a lower level of investment, like on my account, my top score was with this team, but I ran out of attempts before I could try it with Greatsword. But my maximum was 78.1 billion. There's a lot of RNG, as you can see here. If you take a look at all of the runs, there's like a wide range, like from 75 billion all the way up to, well, actually 67 billion even on one of them, all the way up to the 78 billion, my top record. If I ran Greatsword spell, potentially I could get up to 80 billion damage, but yeah, I didn't have enough attempts for that. Now, Elsa, the best charms for her are going to be the overloaded charms, which give her crit damage, boost, and haste. For Shakira, mystic charms, as you see here. Fresto, sorcery charms are considered the overall optimal, but any set of mythic charms, even broken, will do fine just for the base stats. Smokey, you can go for the sorcery charms or recovering charms. You just need to have skill power on him, and Ludovic needs the insight charms. Ludovic is absolutely essential to have the insight charms. I want to compare the damage output of Splash's team and Hardy's team, because when we look at it here, Ludovic did almost 38 billion damage because he has more haste, right? So he should have more casting of his skill 1. I want to compare it now to Hardy. If we can find this. We have this over here where Ludovic did 37 billion damage, just a little bit less. But Elsa is really the one who did quite a bit less. We actually do have one more replay, if we want to watch it, from another player who got a 93 billion damage score with the Greatsword spell at a lower level investment, kind of Paragon 3 on some heroes, not like all Paragon 4s. And even Elsa has Supreme Plus. Okay. So this is another good example that this team can do well, even without all the Paragon 4 heroes. Getting 93 billion damage, but it is RNG heavy, so just be prepared to run a lot of times, and of course you need those charms, especially Ludovic and Shakir charms. Those are the key two that you absolutely need for this team. Otherwise, the other options will probably be better. But it is just insane how optimized these Dream Realm teams have become, just from the magic charms, as well as like all the positioning to perfectly set up Shakir, buffing up all the allies for the whole fight. Like, this is so much value, and that is why he does really well against Orson, Crystal Beetle, the bosses of this season, because you can pull them towards you, you can make them walk up towards you, whereas other bosses traditionally don't do that. Like, for example, King Croaker, Skyclops, they remain pretty much stationary. 93.2 billion damage, an amazing score again. Especially considering the level of investment. So anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Just a quick video update showing you the new overall top team. And if you want to take a look at the other teams like the Sonya and Harak team and other options, you can take a look at my previous video I uploaded earlier where we cover all the best teams for today. But this one is a dedicated video for the new best team. But thanks for watching, guys. That's going to be it for this one. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.